Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Parks and Tech. Today we finally have a nice day out. It's not too windy, none of those gale force winds that we've been having here recently, and we got some sun as well. So we're going to go ahead and do our first flight here with the PowerEgg X, since I got it back from Powervision. They did end up sending me a brand new one. As you guys might have seen from my last video, that one was deemed defective. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and do just some basic functions here. I'm just going to fly it around a little bit here in the backyard. I'm not going to really be able to go into too many of the tests with it in terms of the functions that this thing can do, only because I am in a residential neighborhood. I'm not at the abandoned golf course or somewhere where I have, a wide open field or something like that. So I am going to be limited, at least for the time being. This, of course, is due to the COVID-19 pandemic that's been going on here. So promoting staying at home. So stay at home and do what you got to do. Fly around your backyard. That's what I'm going to be doing here. But of course, make sure that you do it safely as well. So a little disclaimer there, folks. But without further ado, let's go on ahead and get this baby powered up. Let's do our calibrations. I did make sure that the props were on nice and tight. Some of them were a little bit on the looser side, at least to my liking, so I did go on ahead and tighten those up. But without further ado, let's go on ahead and get this baby turned on and see what we got. Now the transmitter will vibrate once it has got a connection with the drone itself. There's that vibration. So we now have everything all set up here. It looks like we have everything that we need. We're all good to go. So without further ado, let's go on ahead and hit that takeoff button and see what happens. That thing's quick. Very quick takeoff. But look at that hover. You can tell it's not really that loud either. Just getting used to controls here. Can't really let it loose too much here in the backyard. But it is pretty quiet. Tilt the camera all the way down here, and let's punch it. From what I can tell on the FPV, it is very clear, of course, but from what I can also tell is that it doesn't seem to have the blurry issue to the left-hand side of the camera, so that's a good thing. Sorry about that, folks. I guess I forgot to push record. I was too excited to finally get this bad boy in the air. Over to the left there, you can see that is actually Longview Country Club. You can see kind of a little bit of that. See some more of our area off in the distance. Video does, again, still look crystal clear, even on the FPV, which is really impressive. It's the street next door there. There we are, all the way down at the bottom. Little tilted horizon there once I push the camera down, although it does seem to be fixing itself. Let's bring her down a little bit here. You can actually see that little white building down there close to the bottom of the screen on the left-hand side. That's actually where I work, believe it or not. Of course, when this whole COVID-19 thing is done and we are allowed to return to work. Looks like the gimbal has fixed itself. You know, I said she wasn't that noisy, but she's a little noisy. There we are. Now right now I just have it hovering. Try a quick turn, a little bit of a quick turn here. This really wasn't that quick. Yeah, I mean, come on, guys. Pretty nice, pretty easy to handle, pretty trustworthy. Hovers nicely. It's not perfect, but you know, it is what it is. So I'm gonna kind of punch it up here. That's full speed up. Did drop there a little bit on turn. Bring it down a little bit. Let's test that. So I'm going to go ahead and just yaw it around a little bit. Maybe that was just a fluke. Let's try the other way. Little movement. Little movement. So we'll just have to be careful with that. That's all. dropping a hair. It's kind of neat, the camera can tilt a little bit further up. She is. Let's get a good look at her. Ooh, look at the hair. Alright guys, we got a low battery warning. Just going ahead and bring her in for a landing here. We'll just manually land it. So it doesn't automatically stop the video, so you'll have to remember to do that. Not the best landing in the world, folks, but cut me some slack. It's my first flight with her. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go ahead and get another battery in here. Do have another one charged up and ready to go, and we'll see what else we can try here. Okay, so we went ahead and got another battery in there. Now let's see if we can try any of these. I'm too afraid to try any of the AI mode, at least around here. Just trying to be cautious of my neighbors and so forth, and also I don't really have that much room to fly around. You can see I have a little bit of a wooded area back there that I can kind of take it out over, but you can see through there that there's still another street and houses over there as well. So so just gotta be careful with that. But let me just make sure that we are still good to go recording. Yep, we're still in 4K 60. So that is good. Everything else is on auto. And let's go on ahead and take off. This thing's quick, guys. Watch how quick this takeoff is. You didn't see it the first time. As soon as you touch that button, kicks those motors, and there it is. It's quick. What I think I'll do, I'll bring it down just a bit. We'll back it off, give us some running room here, and I'll try to go on ahead and punch it forward and see what we can do here. Bring it down just a hair in this short little runway. It's quick. It's got some air brakes, I'll tell you that for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna need a little more room to try that. Well, folks, I really do appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this video. I know it really wasn't too much to see, other than really just kind of a first flight and first overall impressions of the PowerEgg X in flight, at least. Again, I'll be able to do a lot more tests and so forth with it once I'm actually able to. I definitely want to run this baby out at the abandoned golf course, and also put it in sport mode as well, to be able to really see how much power this thing has. It really does seem like it has a lot. You can see from just that short little punch that I did from before. But all in all, you know, it seems like a really great little drone. You know, I really can't say too much about it, at least at this point, only because you know, this was just really a first couple flights with it, and I really wasn't able to go too far. We went out a little bit over the woods over there, but really nothing too spectacular or too fancy. But we'll also be doing a couple other tests with this too in handheld camcorder mode as well. So make sure you stick around and come back to my channel for that as well. But again, guys and girls, just a very quick little flight here with the PowerEgg X. Here during the COVID-19 pandemic, and make sure you guys are safe and be smart if you're going to go out and fly. You know, I'd highly recommend you sticking around in your yard if you have that ability. I know some people have these huge, massive amounts of property. I don't, but you know, it is what it is. So we got to get out and fly as we can. But again, this is really just for me to kind of get used to the controls a little bit, see how this thing reacts, take a quick look at the hover here, and that's really about it, folks. So what we'll do here is we'll run this battery down. We are at 65%, so we'll go on ahead and do, you know, a couple more flights. That's just me turning it as I walk. But we'll go on ahead and fly it around a little bit more here in the backyard and see what we got. But for the most part, you can see it hovering. But for the most part, it's pretty quick. It's fun. It's neat. I like it. You know, at least so far, it's a lot more stable than some of the other drones we know out there. I know a lot of you have recently gotten your checks from the government. And I don't know if this is one that is on anybody's radar or not. But pretty nice, and I mean pretty fun for sure. I know that the Mavic Air 2 is going to be coming out soon, and also the new Femi as well. Ooh, little breeze. Big gust. That's me moving it. Looks like we're gonna have some wind coming in here. So let's test that out, folks. It's a little breeze. Just gonna let it hover. Well, that's a big gust. You can see it fighting it. You can see it fighting it. Not too bad, and I don't know how much that wind gust was, but you can still see on the trees, wind's definitely moving around a little bit, and the drone isn't 100% staying in the exact same place, but could be worse. So when that wind's not blowing, pretty good. Just do a quick test here. And she's moving around a little bit. My hand underneath, and that's okay. Supposed to do that. But yeah, without the wind, look how stable. Pretty good. Alright guys, well again, yeah, I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this video. Please go ahead and give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it or found any of the content in it useful. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and also hit the bell so you guys can be notified when new content does come out here every week. And again, I'll also be doing a lot more on the PowerEgg X. Again, I know this video probably wasn't the most exciting video in the world, but it is definitely my first flight, and I wanted to go on ahead and get it out here for sure while I had somewhat of a nicer day. You can see it kind of fighting the wind gusts there. But I did want to go ahead and take it out while I had a little bit of a nicer day to really be able to see you know, what this thing is capable of. And man, I got to give it credit. It's doing a pretty darn good job fighting the wind there. Staying pretty stable for the most part. You can see it starting to, you know, slant as it fights. So that's pretty cool, pretty good. Very impressed with that. So that's really cool. I wasn't expecting to test that. So thank you, Mother Nature, for being able to provide that test to us. So that's cool. But anyhow, again, I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this video. Again, I know it wasn't anything too exciting, but I'll make sure that I get some more exciting content out here real soon, specifically with the PowerEgg X. So let's go on ahead and bring this baby in for a landing. Maybe this time I can get it on the landing pad, and we'll catch you in the next one. Thanks again for watching. Kind of got on the pad. Just a little off.